everyone, my name is the AngelsKingdom. Welcome back to the channel here. Now, for all of you today, I have a bit of a different drawing video that I've been thinking about doing for a while. Now, there's a YouTube channel out there called the Ink Tank, and they do all sorts of videos on my favorite show, Ben 10. Yes, it is my favorite show, to this day even. And one of the coolest concepts, in my opinion, was the ultimates. And the Ink Tank actually gives ultimates to aliens that didn't have any ultimate forms or weren't shown to have any ultimate forms until they drew their own. And so that got me thinking, like, why don't I why don't I try and draw up some ultimate forms for Ben 10 aliens? And so that's basically what I did in this video, or what I am doing in this video. So I'm going to be doing two redesigns here for Spider Monkey and Cannon Bolt, because I already know that they have existing ultimates, but they sort of suck, really. And I'm also going to be giving an ultimate to Heat Blast. So yeah, anyways, I thought these concepts were pretty cool and everything, and they did take me a little bit of time to figure out, and also like how I want the design to go and everything like that. But yeah, anyways, I hope you all enjoy this video, and if you want more ultimates, make sure to comment that down in the in the comments below. Sorry, I've had a really tiresome day. It's been a long day for everyone. But yeah, anyways, so I'm gonna be drawing up some ultimates, and I hope you guys like them. And oh god, when will this video of me trying to draw an ultimate badge end? Come on, man. Alright, whatever. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Alright, so for this one, the first one I'm doing is Ultimate Spider Monkey. Now, for Spider Monkey, I know he already has an existing ultimate, but I sort of wanted to try and dabble in it myself, really. Yeah, so I started looking at animals in the monkey family, and I found this one called like the Emperor Monkey or something like that. I forgot what his name was. Anyways, it has these like long whiskers that like goes down its face, and I thought like, oh, that it'd be cool if like Spider Monkey had this like ability to like be able to like not like tear but like take off a section of these hairs and be able to fling it at people or at whatever, so it's sort of like a projectile. And if it hits them, well, then they become paralyzed or they start to fall asleep. Something like that, at least. And also, I wanted to make this guy, like, tall. Like, or not even tall, but, like, big. So, with him being even bigger, I decided to give him an extra set of 4 appendages. All omni-jointed, by the way, so he can, like, go down hallways easier or, like, climb around things a lot more easier as well. And there's going to be gray sections on this guy as well. And so I decided to make those gray sections, like, if anyone touches those, then they could, or then they'll become paralyzed. But he can't, like, if he runs out of whiskers to throw at people, he can't just, like, ball up these, parts of his, parts of his fur on his arms and legs, technically, and just throw it at people. Well, because if he tries, it's gonna hurt real bad. But anyways, so I made this guy a lot taller, and I made him a lot bigger as well. And I gave him paralytic hair on his arms, and for a projectile, I gave him the ability to like tear off pieces of his whiskers and basically just throw it at people. And if he hits them, then they're paralyzed. Now, I don't want to make him too powerful or anything, too OP. So one thing, or two things, I did get rid of is that he's no longer able to stick to walls. I know that might sound a bit controversial, but because of his massive size and everything, I feel like he wouldn't be able to stick to walls as well. And as for the second downgrade I'm taking away from him, I'm gonna be taking away his ability to shoot webs and everything. I know I'm basically taking off parts of like his freaking monkey or spider parts, but in getting rid of these, he now has paralytic hair, like how some spider families do have, and he also has more limbs. All right, so just work with me here. And as for like the colors and everything, which you're gonna probably be seeing here in a little bit, I like the idea of him being purple and everything. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a lot purple, I'm gonna be honest with you, but I still like the idea. So I decided to keep the idea of him being purple, but I also broke it up with like making some sections of him like actual monk, or actually colored like an actual monkey. Oh, here I am breaking out the markers. Now, like I said, these gray bits are the parts. Yes, I did make his whole tail gray on purpose, before you ask. But anyways, these gray parts he's able to like paralyze people with, but only his mustache, beard. Yeah, only his beard really can be taken off and actually thrown at people in order to paralyze them from long distances. So yeah. All right, bring out the purple. I don't know if I chose the right purple for this, but after a couple of days of like letting it the ink dry and everything like that, I feel like it like became a more steady purple, the kind of purple that I actually wanted. But yeah, this is my idea for an ultimate spider monkey. So basically, he loses his ability to shoot webs and climb up walls, but he has more arms and paralytic hair. So yeah. Anyways, welcome Ultimate Spider Monkey. Alright, for my next design, this one, now Cannonbolt, this is Cannonbolt by the way, sorry. Now, just so we're clear, Cannonbolt is my favorite alien out of all the Ben 10 aliens. Why, you might ask? Well, I mean, he was an add-on, sure, but he was just one of the coolest add-ons, really, because he basically continued the whole series, like, not gonna lie. Plus, he runs the gauntlet on almost everybody. I mean, man's literally went against Vilgax, he went against Kevin in his mutated form, he went against Azimuth as well. Azimuth, the guy who basically created the Omnitrix, or who did create the Omnitrix. Like, he went up against him. Like, is there nothing this guy can't do? Anyways, I also like the idea of him, like, being able to roll. Like, when you think of superpowers, you think of, like, generic stuff, like super strength, super speed, invincibility, the ability to fly, stuff like that. Invisibility, even. But you never really think, like, oh, the ability to basically turn into a ball and roll away. Like, you never really think of something like that. And if you do think of something like that, you're a very unique kind of person, alright? In the best way possible. Anyways, for this Ultimate Cannonbolt, I decided to make him into, like, a literal bag of marbles. Sorry, I'm really tired today. I didn't get that much sleep. Anyways, I made him into a literal bag of marbles. Being able to roll around wherever and however he can. And the idea behind this was like what if he's able to just like split up into like multiple orbs and just hit be able to like hit someone from all sorts of directions. Now, admittedly, this concept idea did take me a little while to like think of, and for good reason as well. I mean, it's hard to like try and find a good concept for like an ultimate when their ability is just like so basic and so simple. Am I getting sick? I better not be. Yeah. Anyways, so it was just like a cool idea that I actually found like unique and everything. So basically, while he's like rolling and everything, he's basically camouflaged. Like, you can't really see where the main like dude is, like the main body is, when like there's 1,000 other body parts like just being flung right at you. And the disadvantage I wanted to give this guy is that he's now unable to or he's unable to like walk, or like basically just walk. I mean, I took away his legs. I mean, come on. I took away his arms and his legs. And plus, another disadvantage I wanted to give him is if you're able to like make the main head or the main body stop rolling, then they all stop rolling. But I mean, how hard is that gonna be when like you have 1,000 of these motherfuckers just like absolutely pelting you? So yeah, I thought it was an interesting idea, and I did, for the colors, I did want to like keep them in like the other ultimate Cannonbolt way. Like making him steel, because I sort of like the idea. Like, he's basically invincible. He's able to like plummet from space and create a crater massively and still be okay. I mean, sure, he might be a little bit dizzy and he might experience some like form of pain, but still though, he can survive that crap. Don't be going doubting on my main man right here. Anyways, since Cannonbolt was like my favorite out of all of them, really, I knew I had to like try and do him some justice that they didn't do for him with his ultimate. So basically, I call him like a bag of marbles, because that's the best way I could really think of it, or think of a name for it. All right, here we go. Go busting out the colors now. Anyways, so to recap here, his ability, the abilities he does gain is that he becomes a bag of marbles and is able to like control them at will, and basically just like pelt you with like these giant rolling balls or giant rolling marbles from like any direction, really. With the trade-off being, if the main like body or if the main head stops, then they all stop. And plus, I took away his arms and his legs, so, and don't worry, it's not meant to be like a dark thing or anything. I mean, he evolved into this, really. So yeah, but don't get me wrong though. Oh, I do think that I could have came up with like a better solution and everything, or like a better way to make this like more applicable, really. But I mean, he's just such a basic alien, and like who thinks they can like adapt or add on to something that's as simple as like just rolling, you know? But I gave my shot at it, and this is the best concept that I could come up with, really. It's just basically giving him an upgrade on his ability to just roll. Like, yeah. Anyways, I do think that like him just rolling is like the coolest ability and like the most simple yet unique ability. Like, it's like outside the dimension of like where you'd think like, oh yeah, no, you want basic ability? Super strength, super speed, flight. You don't think, oh, you want something basic? Rolling. But yeah, anyways, this is my concept for an ultimate Cannonbolt. That I nicknamed like, what did I nickname? Oh yeah, bag of marbles, I'm sorry. Yeah, God, I need sleep. Anyways, this is my concept for an ultimate Cannonbolt. Hope you enjoyed. Now, lastly on the market here is my idea for an ultimate heat blast. Now, for this heat blast, I realized later on I sort of made him looking like NRG. Yeah, but bear with me here though. I'm gonna explain how he's different from energy. So with NRG, he's in this like giant armored suit that he can like barely move out of, and like he can't really like shoot all that well. Well, I mean, he can shoot accurately because it's coming from his face, but that's the only part that he can really shoot out of. So for this ultimate heat blast, I basically gave him like the same kind of armor that like energy would have, but I still gave him the ability to be mobile, be quick, and be able to shoot from different parts of the body. Like I gave him the ability to shoot from his face and from his hands and from that little nub at the bottom of his body. Yeah, I also gave him like this giant like chest oven thing. Yeah, anyways, you'll see it later on. So basically, like, he's armored up now. Now he can like no longer like get crushed by like those bulldozer aliens that are able to like chomp his people up in like one bite. He's now able to like, they can't chomp on him anymore. They can't bite down on him anymore because like if they do, they're basically just gonna break their fucking jaw. Anyways, so this is my idea for his ultimate. Now for the trade-off here, I was wondering what I was gonna do for his trade-off, and I realized I'm giving him armor, really heavy armor, so he's not gonna be able to like go too terribly fast. I mean, he's still able to move, and he's even still able to fly and such, but he's no longer able to like make a giant hurricane out of fire or anything like that anymore. And because of this, because I'm like putting him in this like encased closure, he's no longer able to like just randomly burst into a giant blaze or anything. Nah, his blasts are now concentrated and can only come out of like these certain areas on his body, or these certain openings on his body, like his head, his face, the chest cavity that I did right there, his hands, and that little spout at the end of his body. Now, when it came to like energy, he was like really slow and everything like that, and he was only able to like use his ability out of his face. I mean, sure, he was able to like heat up certain parts of his body, but for this heat blast, I didn't really give him that ability. I just gave him the ability to just like fly and be defensive. And as for colors, I did sort of try and like find a color that like worked with the energy suit, or that was similar to the energy suit, but I couldn't really find anything like that, so I just did it in like a basic gray and everything. Of course, for the flames, I was thinking about doing them blue or white, blue, or like different shades of blue. But I realized like that's sort of boring, and that'll like be a little bit too much, or too much of a change for me at least. And so I decided to keep his flames like red, orange, yellow, stuff like that. And here they are. Here's the colors. So yeah. Oh wait, what are you doing? Are you gonna? Yep. Okay, there. Alright. Anyways, so to recap here, this ultimate heat blast, his new like add-ons or his abilities is that he's armored. He's like very defensive, and now his heat blasts are a lot more concentrated in this way and can like do a lot more damage. With the trade-off being he's a lot more slower now. Sure, he may not be able to like create a giant tornado out of flames, but I mean that doesn't matter really when you're basically a walking tank that's able to survive friggin' in crystal sapien blades or shit like that. Anyways, so yeah, this is my concept for an ultimate heat blast. This was like, I mean, it didn't take me too long to figure out like what I wanted to do for this guy, but I still love the idea really of him basically just being like an armored version or a much more mobile version of Pandora. or energy, whatever you want to call it, or whoever you want to say it is, really. And I didn't really think too much of it at the time, but I did sort of make him into like a flying missile as well, which I thought was pretty funny. Anyways, this is my concept for an ultimate heat blast, and that's actually the end of the video as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed these drawings. I hope you guys enjoyed the ultimates, and yeah, I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.